Does it look like I'm speaking into a microphone? Does it now? Does this look like a microphone? I don't think it is. I don't think it does. It's I tried my best to make this look like a microphone on a stage. It just looks like exactly what it is, a black leather helmet on an arm stand. I finished decorating this place though, put some paintings. Paintings go a long way. Decorated this room. But I have a lot planned. Of course, fix the boat. That was disastrous. Oh my god, that was stupid. I made a pact with myself in the last episode that I'm going to have sort of an economy in this world for myself, which basically means that anytime I want to use a farm, whether that's an XP farm or any kind of block farm, to get the resources, I'm actually going to have to pay. I'm going to force myself to pay with this game's currency, which is emeralds. And then I won't make an emerald farm. I will have to get the emeralds through hard labor. So I'm going to set up an economy just because I think that'll balance the play style and keep me playing for a little bit longer. Or not even just keep me playing, but just keep me a bit more motivated in the world to actually use stuff that I make, like that we farm, instead of setting up an automatic one and just calling it there, because I think that sort of maybe is one of the things that I get burnt out on. But so I have to actually do that, and I need a build for that, because in order to get the economy, I need the economers, the people, the civilians, the villagers. So I need a building for them, and I'm going to build a farmhouse for the farmer villager, because that's the easiest way to get emeralds in this early game, I think. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And then once I get the villager, then I can start to trade for the emeralds so I can use the XP farm, so I can enchant my tools. And you'll notice I already did. I already got some enchantments on the armor, by the way. I got some good enchantments. So I need emeralds. I need a source of emeralds. And I'm going to get the villagers' first little place here going. Well, this is a funny thing that happened. I had dug this hole for the llama and all the villagers of town, and one of their bodyguards, an iron golem here, got stuck. They got stuck like a bunch of idiots. But it's okay, because I'm going to take a few of those eventually and bring them to their new home, the farmhouse. There it is. It's kind of a typical colonial farmhouse design. But, you know, I think it looks really good. It's got the cherry wood. It is a bit expensive. I used quartz, smooth quartz, for the ceiling trim. I normally would have used diorite, especially at this stage in the game when, you know, it's early game. But I actually got a fortune pickaxe from the initial enchanting I did. So I figured I just went to the nether. It wasn't all that quartz. I got a bunch of quartz, and it definitely looks better. And I did try to do it without a trim at first. I tried to do it without a trim and just do shading. Especially because this is a build I'm primarily going to be looking at from a distance, but I just couldn't get it to work. The shading with the cherry block color palette did not work. Oh, I think I missed a block. I still tried to do the shading though with the stripped cherry logs, and you know, I guess it works. I don't know. It's hard to texture this color palette, or maybe it's not, and I'm just colorblind. I am truly colorblind, so I don't know. The colors are hard. But let's go inside. You know, the front is nice. I'm missing doors because I designed it with mangrove doors. I wanted red doors, and I of course don't have mangrove because there's no swamps in this world, I swear. Anyway, yeah, the inside is very nice, very cozy, and there's an upstairs decorated. Not really, but it's decorated. I think I'm gonna have, okay, yeah, there's supposed to be paintings too, and a wall there, but there's not at the moment. Yeah, I spend time decorating because I do like decorating interiors. I know a lot of people don't in this game, but I do. So I decorated the interior, and I'm also gonna, you know, be in and out of this place a lot, trading with the villagers to get my money, to get my emeralds, so I can, you know, be rich in this world. But I'm gonna get a few villagers in here, and I'm gonna make an enclosement fence property that they cannot get out of, that mobs cannot get into, so that these villagers that I'm going to trade with forever have a better life than what most Minecraft players would give them. So I'm going to get to that. In this field of cows, there is an imposter. There's a brown sheep disguising itself as a cow. And one day I'm going to name it Waldo with a name tag, and then I can play Where's Waldo every time I walk around there, because that'll be fun and stupid. Anyway, so I finished decorating around the farmhouse, and I kind of got sidetracked. I got very sidetracked a lot. It was a challenge because I also got this cat. This cat was in the cow area, and I finally got rid of it, tamed it. But, you know, it was a challenge because, you know, this whole farmhouse was for villagers. I wanted farmer villagers because I need to start trading for emeralds so I can use the XP farm. And I had the idea that because I'm going to be trading with them a lot, that they're very rich. And so their property was going to be very nice. And so I'll just start walking around and show off what I worked on. First, there's this little pond area with the cherry blossom tree. I thought that was nice. Just the hanging vines for some light. Some trees right there, which is part of the challenge. Part of the challenge was because I wanted this to be for villagers, I needed the entire property to be impossible to escape, at least for villagers. I needed it to be impossible to escape, and I didn't want to just put fences and you know, walls everywhere. So I had to get clever at some points, and I mean clever. You know, so I built these trees, these very small trees, and in places it does look like you can escape, but you actually can't. It's meticulously designed so that no villager can escape, and well, baby villagers can, but I don't think that would be a problem. Yeah, villagers can't escape, and then, you know, it's back to walls and fences and stuff. The other part of the challenge was I had to light it up enough, so you'll find there's random sources of light. That's what the berries were for, and then I'm also cheating a little bit, putting torches under leaves, just to make sure that there's a... Jeez, I hate these stupid things. Just to make sure that there's nowhere really zombies can spawn. And for extra safety, I have the iron golem here. But this is really cool. This is the chicken coop. This is 10 chickens in here on top of hoppers, and feeding all these barrels with eggs. Wow, that one's full. As far as the ground goes, I think it looks all right. I had podzol from all the spruce trees I was cutting down, and I just sort of left it, mixed it with some dirt and some path blocks and whatever. But the backyard is really, really cool. I'm kind of proud of it. There's this little fountain area that I think is nice. And then there's this little patio area with a nice little, whatever that is called. I needed something to build in the backyard here, something to have an excuse to put some lights up to light up the area. And so I just looked up like Minecraft backyard decoration and found some inspiration, something similar to this in Google Images. And then over here is really cool. I needed something to bridge the gap between the cow farm wall and this little hill and this wall here. And so I just built this structure, and it's a nice little outlook place, and you can see the boat, which I rebuilt back to its all its glory. But then up here I have you know, over there, that's where the sun sets, I think. And this, oh no, this is west. So this is where the sun sets, and over there you can see the sunrise, but I thought it only makes sense to have a place where you can watch the sunset as well. You know, the whole inspiration for this was because I wanted a place for the farming villagers. And, you know, I could just do a villager trading hall, but to me that's not fun. It's more fun to play the game this way and actually have places for the villagers to live in, and gives the world some story to it, and it just makes a lot more sense, and it's also a more productive way to go about building. And one funny thing, the as I was building this took a few weeks actually, just because I've been busy with stuff. But as I was working on this, Mojang actually announced in one of the game drops the Pale Garden biome, which gives us white wood. Now, this being a farmhouse and all, I think it would, make sense if it was white wood. I didn't have that, of course, so I used the next closest thing, which is cherry, which, in all honesty, I thought cherry wood was white. Now, I'm colorblind, so, I mean, maybe it's an off-white, pink cherry color. Who knows? To me, it's white. It's off-white. But yeah, I think once maybe that white wood comes out, maybe I should experiment with replacing that wood to be white. That is pretty nice, I will say. That does look pretty good from a distance, which is really, really good because I'm going to be looking at that from a distance anyways. And it kind of gives off the vibe of, it really gives off farmhouse aesthetic, just kind of sitting at the top of this hill in the distance in the open fields. I really like it. I think it's really good. As you saw, I got around to rebuilding the boat, which burned down in the last episode. That was tragic. That was a lesson learned. I still don't know. I think, was it igniting the portal that set off the first flame and then it burnt while I was in the nether? Or do nether portals count as, can they ignite wood? I don't know. It's probably the former. I think the flint and steel did it. That would make sense. Oh, that was so stupid. And I fixed the ladder. I made the ladder look better. It used to just be blocky and stupid. And I made a plank just for easy, not access, but easy exits. Easy exits. It probably looks stupid, but oh well. It's funny because, I also did these. These were in the original build, but I didn't have books. So it's finally complete. Sort of. Not really. It's still bland and bare. And the reason is because this isn't really a starter base. I built this with the it being a starter base in mind. And I barely use this as a starter base. I mean, I have some stuff in here, but so far I've only come to get resources from here for other builds, and I've been camping out in other places. Man, that looks really good from afar, doesn't it? All right, so here I am at the top of the top of the ship, the bird's nest, and what a view! This is quite the view. This land is really coming together. I really like that farmhouse property. I think I did a good job on that. It's unfortunate I have my render distance all the way up. You can't see the sleeping fox statue. That hill is just I think a few more chunks on render distance you'd be able to see it, but maxes out at 32, so you can't see it from here. That would be awesome if you could. But yeah, this land is really starting to come together. I'm going to start working on the village very soon. There's so much you want to do at the beginning of a world. There's so much to do, and now that I got the villagers, I can trade up and can use the XP farm. Gonna really start getting things going here. It's funny because I did have another build planned, but I got so sidetracked with the farmhouse property and it took so long to do that I think I'm just gonna call it there. I think that's a good place to end it. So if you tuned in, thanks for tuning in, and be good and have a great rest of your day.